Praise be Jesus Christ. I want to share with you today a real life example of living off a stockpile of food. And it comes from one of my favorite adventure books. It's George Grinnell's Death on the Barrens. 6 young men spent around 80 days canoeing from northern Saskatchewan to the Hudson Bay. This is back in 1955. And the author describes their food rations, and he says it kind of amusingly. The leader was a gentleman named Art, and he kept things super simple. So what he would do is he knew they needed food for 80 days, and breakfast was oatmeal. So he figured out how much oatmeal one person would eat for breakfast. He multiplied that by 6 because there were 6 people, and then he multiplied that by 80, and that was breakfast. For lunch, they had these kind of dried out cracker biscuits, kind of like dried bread, and they would have some Velveeta processed cheese, peanut butter, and jam on the crackers. That was their lunch every day. He figured out how much one person needed a day for lunch, multiplied that by 6, multiplied that by 80, and that was their lunch for the whole canoe trip. For dinner, if my memory serves me correctly, I passed the book on to a friend. I have a friend, we're always exchanging adventure books, so he has it now. But if my memory serves me correctly, what he would do is for dinner, a pack of pasta, I think 2 little tins of tomatoes, 1 tin of soup, and I think like 2 or 3 or 4 tins of canned ham or some kind of processed meat. And that was dinner. He'd figure out how much was needed for one person, multiplied by 6, multiplied by 80. That's what they ate for the whole canoe trip. Now, they did have fish, some wild berries, some game, but they knew they couldn't count on that. They had to have enough food, and they also had tea, sugar, and a couple other treats. But the point is they were able, 6 young men burning tons of calories, you could say happily lived on these rations for a real long time and enjoyed their adventure. So my advice is, please, if you're going to get yourself a little stockpile of food, which most government agencies do recommend, first, give some money to the local food bank. Then do your shopping for your own stockpile, and I think the Lord will honor you for that. From Proverbs chapter 6, go to the ant, O sluggard. Study her ways and learn wisdom. Viva Christore.